All right, so with my client A, first we're going to go over the informed consent process, okay? First, I'm going to explain what we're going to do and make sure that you're okay with doing it. As far as the purpose and the reason behind doing the test, we will be performing an exercise test on a cycle ergometer that simulates a bicycle. The exercise intensity will start very low, and then it will gradually increase in stages depending on how you tolerate the test. Understand that we may stop the test at any time. That would be up to you, or if I see any signs of fatigue or things that show me that we should stop the test, such as your EKG or your blood pressure. Please let me know if you have any other fatigue or discomfort symptoms. There are risks and discomforts for the test. There exists a possibility of some things changing during the test that increase in risk. This would be blood pressure, fatigue, irregular, fast, or slow heart rhythm, and in rare cases, heart attack, stroke, or even death. Every effort, of course, will be made to keep these to a minimum, and that if they do happen, we know emergency protocols and have emergency equipment, and trained personnel are available and here to help deal with the situation. Your responsibilities in the test will be to give information about your health, the status, or previous experiences that you have had with any symptoms, shortness of breath, or low activity level, or anything that I may ask you. Benefits of this test is that the results that we get from the exercise test are going to be used to assist us in diagnosing your illness or your overall fitness level. Any questions you have about the procedures that we use in the test any questions are encouraged to ask us at any time. If you have any concerns, please stop us and ask us for further explanations. As far as medical records go, the information that we get during this test will be very private, and it's privileged and confidential, and it follows the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act of 1996. It is not to be released or revealed to any other individual except you and your referring physician, unless you have given us consent. So now I will ask for consent. I hereby consent to voluntarily engage in an exercise test to determine my exercise capacity and state of cardiovascular health. My permission to perform this exercise test is given voluntarily. I understand that I am free to stop the test at any point if I so desire. This is your portion, so we just sign here. All right, so now I will be covering the exercise pre-participation health screening questionnaire. I'm just going to ask you the questions, and you can just answer them. So as far as number one, for signs and symptoms, do you have any chest discomfort with exertion? Just stop me if you have any of these. If you don't, I'm going to assume, if you don't say anything, I'll assume you don't. Chest discomfort with exertion, unreasonable breathlessness, dizziness, fainting, or blackouts, ankle swelling, unpleasant awareness of a forceful, rapid, or irregular heartbeat, burning or cramping sensations in your lower legs when you walk a short distance, known heart murmur. No to all of those? Great. We can move on to step 2, your current activity level. Have you performed planned structured activity for at least 30 minutes at moderate intensity on at least 3 days per week for the last 3 months? No? Okay. Again, I'm going to ask you a series of events. If you've had them, just note that. And if you don't say anything, I'll assume that's a no. Have you had, or do you currently have a heart attack, heart surgery, cardiac catheterization, or coronary angioplasty, pacemaker, implantable cardiac defibrillator, or rhythm disturbance, heart valve disease, heart failure, heart transplantation, congenital heart disease, diabetes, or renal disease? No? Great. Because I didn't mark any of these things, that means that medical clearance is not necessary. All right, now I'm going to explain the different tests that we're going to be performing today. As far as the sub-maximal bike test, this will be an exercise test on the bike. The intensity will go up as the test goes on. Based on your fitness level will determine how long the test will be. During the test, I will be asking you questions on how you feel as we went over the chart. You just have to tell me currently how you're feeling during that workout. And then I will also track your blood pressure and your heart rate, but you won't need to do anything for that. I'll take care of all of that. When I see that your fitness level has peaked or you have reached a steady state, I will end the test and then we will calculate your VO2 max from that. Next, as far as the body composition, we'll be using skin folds. This is a simple tool, it does not hurt. I will pinch different areas on your body. I will do them 3 times each to make sure I get an accurate number or an average. And then after that, I will put them into an equation and then it will give us an estimation of your percent body fat. And then from there, we can calculate lean body mass, body fat, and things like that. Lastly, we would do a sit and reach test. So we have a measurement here on the floor. You will sit with your butt against the wall while keeping your legs straight. You will reach out on the measurement as far as you can and then sit back up. We'll do that 3 times as well. And then we will take your farthest reach and this will help us measure and test your flexibility. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions on any of these tests? No? Okay, great.